Hello, 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 everyone. Oh yeah, that's right. I did not open the game. So real quick, let's take this into this. While we wait for that to open, how you guys doing? Reminder, we're working on some new animated emotes. They're nothing special, but you know we got this right here, and we got this pet Aaron the cat pops up in our pops up as an emote every once in a while. All right, how are you guys doing? So we made some changes to our Void Knight here. If you guys were here previously, we were having problems staying alive, and I think we've addressed that. I think we have addressed that. I was playing earlier with Captain P67 over on Twitch. He's a cool guy. Be sure to check him out sometime. Love you, Cap. Anyway, he was running. He had a level 100 paladin, and he was running like 200 corruption. He was just farming, you know. And so I jumped in there with him with like this level 87, and like, dude, I could hold my own, man. Like, he was impressed. He said the build's looking good. This build is of our own creation. Just sort of highlight it for you guys real quick. So these are the items right now. Nothing's set in stone, but so far I've been loving Apathy's Maw. Glad I can finally use this. I love the fact that it's an axe because we got this right here. We get an extra 30% attack speed if we're using axes. I don't know if this will stick around in the final build. I am considering using Vengeance right here as opposed to Rive. The idea is like we got to get our idols situated, but we can get a lot of extra damage out of our echoes, and Rive is a really easy source for echoes because I believe there's a node right here doubles echo chance. And right now, if we go ahead and take a look, so we get 10% base, and then I believe we get another 10% here, and then we get another 10% here. So that's a 30% chance for your skill to echo. Rive doubles that, so that becomes a 60% chance. So you can get a lot of echoes, and originally I thought this one was really good, but this only increases the echo damage, which it could be good because there's this node right here where you can like for sure create an echo with it's a guaranteed echo when you're using a racing strike. It'll just pop up like a second later. So if we get an echo to pop off, we can get this to pop off, increase our void damage for 4 seconds when a skill echoes. We were using this one right here, 44% increased chance for melee damage. I wanted to try out this one because it was just a flat out 59% melee void damage. And right now we're using Void Cleave, which scales with void and melee, as well as a Racing Strike, which scales with void and melee. And some of our items include Shattering Chains, which gives us melee void damage. Apathy's Maw increases our melee void damage. Our Code of the Erased Sentinel, we got 100% void damage on a relic. This is a T7. This is a T7 affix. It's not max, but I'm not gonna complain. 100%. Now we did have a belt. I think I still got around here that was giving us an 86% increased void damage. The survivability and the extra damage we get out of Shattered Chains, plus the fact we got a really nice hybrid health to get onto there. We had one shot and we got it. I was very, very happy about that. A T6, a nearly max T6. So this echo damage, when a skill echoes, that only increases the damage to the echo. So if we were going like a Rive only build, this would be nuts. But since we're not, I might be moving away from that. I want to get extra damage, like universal damage, when a skill echoes. And I feel like that's going to be the way to go. Plus the mana efficiency right here, that helps out. So we got to fix all this. And yeah, so anyway, if you guys haven't been here before, I am Babbling Bike. I stream primarily Last Epoch. We're streaming live to both Twitch and YouTube. If you're watching the VOD over on YouTube, this is a live stream. That's why it's super long. Anyway, I appreciate all the support and looking forward to it. Let's get into some games. Let's go into our game scene here. I feel like I gotta turn down the music just a smidge. Alright, so if we were going just Rive, this might be a really nice thing. That 29% increased armor looks really nice. I almost used this one, but I saw again this was the Echo deals increased damage when a skill echoes, not universal damage, so I've left it there. I don't know if we're gonna use that. I think a lot of our damage really comes from our cleave and our erasing strike, and Rive is there just to get the echoes pumping. The reason why I would want to use something like Vengeance is because of this node right here. You max this out, you get a 25% damage reduction. It can make you pretty tanky. On top of that, it increases your armor, which is further damage reduction. Only lasts a few seconds, but if you're doing our combo chain here, lunge in, hit them with the quick void cleave, erasing strike, and then mop up the rest with Vengeance. That'll give us some damage reduction if anybody's like, you know, shooting at us with like spells and stuff. It makes us very tanky. We don't do as much damage with Vengeance, but as I was saying earlier, I think a lot of our primary damage is going to come from Void Cleave and Erasing Strike. Well, that's enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead. Let's find 2 idols. We want to stick right here, because we're going to need that. No, we don't need that poison resistance, so that can go away. So let's see, do we have a 3? No, that's a 4. We have a 3 across. I think this is also a 4. Oh, this one might be nice. Increase melee void damage. This is another 4 banger though, so we're gonna have to move some stuff around. I don't know if we can make that fit, because this would be a constant 55% increase melee void damage. It is kind of limiting us, but we can create Void Essence. 9% chance to create Void Essence, which I believe Void Essence increases our spell damage. Let's go over here to Void Essence. I'm not seeing it. Got one for Time Rot. Combat mechanics. Not skills. That doesn't say anything. Terminology. Well, I think on our skill tree we have a chance to create Void Essence. Here we go. You have a chance to gain a Void Essence on kill. Void Essence lasts 7 seconds, increases 15 and grants 15% increased void damage, 15% increased melee damage, and 10% reduced duration of stuns on you. You can have a maximum of 3. Last 7 seconds. That's pretty nice. You have a 9% chance. That's pretty good. And we got all that from an idol. Let's see what we got here. So we can get increased armor. Did we lose any? No. We did lose out on some health though. No, we didn't lose out on some health. So 4% void essence. I think we want the melee void. I guess we could take this one for now. Get that 20% extra armor. That's looking very, very nice. I do think I would miss the 75% void damage on hit. So, I mean, the damage of our Rive is going to go down for sure. But we're also going to have a chance to create Void Essence. Oh, this is a 4-baner. We could definitely use this more than this one, but... that's the main problem with these four pieces. These 4 stacks. You only got room for 2. Alright, let's find something probably like health and armor. No. Pop that one in right now. Oh, there we go. That one's a lot better. Put those ones right there. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if we need that crit all that much. I think we might have found a health one. Kind of look through here real quick. I don't know where it went. Oh, we had it in our inventory the whole time. Yeah, there we go. That was like essentially another 30% health. Another 50 health. Top of what we had. I like that there. I don't need the necrotic as much. Can get some vitality out of that. Let's type in vitality. That's +2 vitality, that's +3, that's +2. +2, +2, +1. 15% increase to void damage. We can definitely use that one. What about that? That's necrotic. Okay, it's looking good. Let's get back to it. So we were working on this one right here. Now watch me just absolutely flub this. Yeah, I was doing 200 corruption. And then I just get zoinked. Yeah. Damage is looking pretty good. There we go. We already got a max of 3 on our Void Essence. That's very nice. Yeah, kind of melting these guys. Feels good, man. Okay, so let's see. We can go over there and get a unique. Enemies have a chance to dodge. I don't know if I want to go with that. So one thing I'd like to put in the helm slot here, this percentage health, it's nutty. Like, yeah, like it's like almost 400 health. On top of it, we get like 400 armor, and then we get the strength, the vitality, the poison resistance, all good stuff that we need. But let's see. Should have around here somewhere. Decayed Skull that actually has some legendary spots on there. This is a lower level one that I could try and mess with. Here we go. So this one we could take fire resistance, blah. Okay, so we don't really need the necrotic. Let's see if we can find one with some poison resistance on there just to give us a little extra push. This one gives us some poison resistance. 17% stun chance. That could be... This could be good. And all those are something else. So, okay. Take this necrotic one off. Okay. We did lose a ton of armor with that, so I don't know if we're going to stick with that because... I mean, so this gives us 50 armor. We got plus 72 armor. We lost so much health. I doubt we're going to stick with this. I'd want to find one where we can get a comparable health. Like, you know, like what is this? A T7, T6? This is a high T6. If we can get like a T7 one on there, that could be very nice. And some strength. This one's nice because we also got 5 vitality. This scales with vitality. This scales with vitality. We also got 12 vitality on that. %51 increased armor. Okay, cool. Probably take that one. Break these down real quick. You know, I'm not noticing much of a damage difference. Let's go back with that. $60,000 damage. Oh. We keep getting slowed here. Oh, this is painful. Take that one. Yeah, that's just not doing it for us. What really sucks is when we took this one into the dungeon, I had like a really nice plus 18, like it was a T7 strength. It was like 18 or 16. It was the highest T7 strength you can get on a helm. Completely ignored it. It felt bad. Next item I'm working on trying to get is a Siphon of Anguish that I actually like because most of the ones I rolled in the dungeon were crap. Dead. So dead. We gotta go down there and grab that Exalted Axe tab. Oh, they have double critical strike avoidance. Ouch. Well, we're still chewing through them, but yeah, that's not ideal. Yeah, this critical strike avoidance is really harming our build. Oh boy. What do we got? Kermodes? Yeah, let's just throw that over. This one's got LP1, this one's got LP1, so let me see. I mean, this seems cool. I could definitely see myself rocking this on the Druid. Druid we gotta revisit here pretty soon. Oh, it's a spear. I'll take it anyway. You never know. What did I get off of this? Melee attack? No. I'm gonna want, when I eventually roll this, I think I'm gonna want increased melee void damage. Yeah, they are really hitting us with these. Oh man, dude, we're gonna be stuck with critical strike avoidance for a while. There we go, let's get out. Nope. Nope. Definitely no. Well, that's cool. No. Oh, okay. Now you got my attention. You got my attention with this one. Okay, so it's a two-handed axe, 125% critical strike multiplier. That could be really juicy if we can get that onto our axe. Percentage increase to void damage. I probably prefer melee void damage, but we could just level that one up all the way. I want to find a couple more of these, because we got one shot. We may not get the critical strike multiplier. The way we got our build set up right now, Like, we could probably definitely use... Well, we could use... so, we could use... whatchamacallit. I'm trying to formulate a thought here. So, we could use... melee critical strike chance. We definitely could use melee critical strike chance on the build, but the way we have the ability set up, we have a lot of guaranteed crits. Every third hit with Rive is a guaranteed crit. When we use Void Cleave, if Void Cleave hits at least one enemy, your next Erasing Strike is always a critical hit. So, as you guys can see, I always open up the combo with either a lunge and then a Void Cleave to just apply just all that juiciness. And then my Erasing Strike becomes an automatic crit. The only reason why we would want melee critical strike chance would be for Void Cleave, because now we've pretty much ensured that Erasing Strike, as long as we use Void Cleave, Erasing Strike would be a crit. But if we could also ensure that Void Cleave's gonna get a crit, but at the same time, critical hit multiplier definitely looks like it's pretty juicy. I don't think I have any more apathies though. Let's look through here. Yeah, I don't have any more apathy, so I would have one shot, but one could argue if I never upgrade it, any upgrade would be fine. I just don't want to burn my one shot, because this is also a really nice rolled apathy's maw. Melee void damage is a little bit on the low side, but we got 100% physical damage. We got 101 melee damage. We got 104% increase in minion physical damage. Who cares about that? 100% chance to apply Doom, which... I guess it's... so I guess it's okay. It's not like max in every department, but it's got some nice rolls to it. Let's go ahead and put this in the bank right now. Grab this, then we can grab this, and we can grab this. Want to get rid of this critical strike avoidance. Defeat 13 waves. Okay. I love it. I like the build. I like it a lot. Increase mana, increase vitality. Alright, and now. So this is a 4-stack. Wait, I feel like we've gotten kind of a low roll on this. Middle of the pack. Let's go ahead and save it. Whoops. Toss those. Okay, well, we got a shot at Orbis, so let's... We still got... It's like the gift that keeps on giving. That critical strike avoidance won't go away. Grim Dawn is nice. What up, Reefer? Yeah, I played it for a little bit, and I don't know. I wasn't vibing with it, but I still got it. I have it installed. I, by no means, am opposed to it. I might even check it out this weekend again. Give it another chance. How's the end game in that game, Reefer? And welcome back, by the way, sir. What class did I pick first? I think I picked the most paladin looking class I could get. I don't know if it was called paladin. It might have been Templar or Crusader or something. I mean, the game at its core seemed like it was fine. I think I was just thinking, how much time do I have to invest into this before, I start seeing like what people are talking about. Bottom class, I don't recall. But when you say bottom class, like that was the worst class to pick. Oathbringer? It might have been Oathbringer. No, it's just bottom on the class list. I got you. It might have been Oathbringer. Alphabetical, I think. Oh, I got you. Yeah, actually, I think I recall it being near the bottom. It had the most paladin sounding name to it. I remember picking up a gun and just going bam, bam, bam. I'm like, okay, kind of cool. As a shield throw, that's fun. Oh, okay, that sounds fun. Captain America, get it going. You got the game with Shaman though. Tempest Strike. Oh, okay, well, that does sound pretty cool, not gonna lie. Lots of lightning bolts. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad to hear you were having some fun on it, man. How's the home life? You got big plans for Thanksgiving? And honestly, you're right. I should give the game a second chance. I mean, I already bought it. I'm not going to refund it. Gonna see Wifey Sauce's brother. Oh, okay. Yeah, my wife's brother's coming over here on Thanksgiving Day. It'll be good to see him again. See how he's doing. It's been like almost a year since we've seen him. Gonna play some MTG and eat some grub. Oh, are you gonna play like in-person MTG? Yeah, actual physical cards. I have nothing against the digital version. That might, keeps them all in one place. But there's just something classic about using the good old paper cards. It's Okay, I gotta stand up real quick. My backside's getting sore. I've been sitting a lot. Yeah, I hurt my foot, so I've been sitting a lot. No real commander. What is the commander in the what is the commander? I've heard of it. Last time I played MTG was a while ago. I think it's around the time they started introducing the rules are a little different. Yeah, last time I played, I think they started introducing like the wizards and stuff. I think they might have already been in the game, but they seem pretty new to me. Commander is one card you pick to be your commander. I gotcha. So then you have 99 other cards that you can have. One of that then can only colors that share with the commander only have one of that card. Okay, so you can't like triple stack an OP card. I remember some of those cards, like especially I think it was like in the black deck, you know, if you draw this card and tap it, you can search your deck for a card of the same, like, you know, if you find a zombie, you can search your deck for another zombie, shuffle the deck, that sort of thing. Yeah, normal Magic lets 4 times any card depending on the game variant. So, like, I've heard a lot about the Commander variant. Is it, like, the most popular variant out there? Yeah, no problem. Because I've heard other people talking about the Commander variant. I haven't messed with it. Or they'll call it Commanders or Commander or something. Oh, yeah, check out my Commander deck. And we'll be like, what? Commander is the most popular now. Okay, well, I mean, so was Mander introduced by Wizards of the Coast, or was that something the players came up with? It used to be called EDH. Made by some dude, Sheldon Mannery, but he passed away in September. Rest in peace. Oh, well, rest in peace, good sir. I mean, you know his name. So, I mean, his legacy lives on. We could all hope for that. I love playing Commander. You got like a local game shop in town, you go and you just play other people? It's like as close to a D&D type game as you can get into. I got you. Yeah. Obviously, you know me, man. I played a lot of D&D. Used to, but now it's just a friend group. Oh, okay, but you still get a group of people you play with. Okay. You're not out there challenging randoms, but I mean, you got friends you can go up against. And that could be kind of tougher too, because you know sometimes these random people you play against them once, so you might be able to catch them with like some, you know, under the table cheesy tactic. I wish it was Battle City, bro. Badass dual disc. Hey, just go around approaching people. I challenge you to a war of magic. Show me your best commander deck. It's a lot of fun, I recommend. I don't know, do I even know anybody who plays Magic? I don't think I do. Like in-person Magic. I would have to like go down to a game store. I just don't have time for that. You can find pre-builds at like Target and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. If I did something like that, I would be like challenging my nephew or my brother or something. I don't know if my nephew would play. Maybe my brother. He'd play for like one session, be like, that was fun, and then go back to League. Which I'm not knocking, because I'm kind of the same way. Be like, oh, that was fun, and then it gets put in the closet. What game is this? What up, boys? 930 over on YouTube. This game is Last Epoch. How you doing tonight, man? Reefer Sage over on Twitch. Then there's a website out there that lets you play Paper Magic conveniently over the internet. What do you do with that? Webcam? Yeah, webcam. I could definitely see validity in that. And then it gives you options. You could still play over the internet, but still have paper decks for in person. I just realized YouTube probably didn't put me in the Last Epoch category. They probably just put me in a general gaming category when I went live. Rectify that real quick. Pull up. Edit stream. Let us see. Where did they put us? They didn't put us anywhere. Last Epoch. Save. Done. Alright, let's pull up our chat windows. Let's whoops. Yeah, webcamera. Same kind you'd use for chatterbait and stuff. Chatterbait? What? Kappa. I was like, wait, what? Sorry, couldn't help it, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So, Reefer, I gotta ask. I might have already asked you this before. Are you coming back to Last Epoch when the game releases? Hell yeah, I'm coming back. Sweet. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm just trying to familiarize myself more with the game. Plus, there's not a lot of people streaming it right now, so I've been able to meet some new folks who don't just, you know, see a Perry the Pig or Aaron Action RPG in the category and go straight to them. But I do want to give Grim Dawn a second chance. Plus, I mean, they're going to be having another expansion in the summer, so that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Because didn't they say the game was going to be EOL end of life? If that's a word. And it's like, nah, it's psych. We're releasing another expansion. Not sure. Gotcha. Pretty new to it. I gotcha. So what does the end game in that game look like? Or are you still playing through the campaign? Starting Malmoth DLC tonight. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Good luck, man. These are spears, and these are maces. We would prefer axes. Let's just go kill the boss. Move on. Grab our enhanced blessings. Where's this prick at? There we go. We got him. Oh, we're not going to take any of that. Oh, yeah, we got to talk to what's his nuts over here. Okay, so... All right, we never... Two-handed axe drop, right? We probably want that. 73% increase. We will take that. . Ending the storm. We got stun chance rate, which I'm not too keen on. Let's get this one replaced because there's some good ones over here. Oh, I can go straight to the boss? Heck yeah. Jeez. Spam much? Oh, come on. This guy is such BS. Get out of here with that. And choose health, void resistance. Ooh, increase void damage. What's a max roll? 100%. Let's take that. That guy got wrecked. That guy got told to sit down, man. Yeah, I really like this build. I should make an overview of it once we start pushing some higher corruption, you know? They have a chance to slow, don't they? Oh, they have a chance to chill. Oh, frick. Like, man, I'm feeling a little slow here. Oh, I'm feeling like I'm walking through mud. Like the combos. Oh, that's already dead. Oops. We hit it twice. Oh, this is some premium camera work here, chat. This is the what's gonna happen. I don't know. Will he die? I might die. I can't see. Oh, there they are. Keyword premium. Die. Okay, we got that. We're not doing judgment. 32% chance to slow. We already got a guaranteed slow. Let's go. For those who are curious, our guaranteed slow is... So we're spec'd into Abyssal Echoes, but we don't have it on our hotbar at all, right? We cast Abyssal Echoes with Void Cleave. So we got an unspec'd lunge that we can do to move around. Evening Bike, how you feeling tonight? How's your leg? It's actually getting better, Colonel. How are you feeling? Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. I think by tomorrow I should be able to get around with no problem. Probably tomorrow evening. I'm still kind of hobbling around, but I can actually put some weight on it and not instantly flinch. We'll see. It really flares up in the morning, you know, when I've been sleeping all night, just kind of laying there. So we'll see if that happens again. I only had to take the... Something happened to your old leg? Yeah. I hurt my toe, Reefer. I don't exactly know how, but the pain was pretty severe, and I knew I was going to have to miss time from work. So I just went and saw a doctor at urgent care. And they're like, you know what? You didn't stub it? I'm like, no. She's like, I'm not even going to run an x-ray. This looks like all the traditional signs of gout, which is an arthritis of your foot, right underneath your big toe. I had all the signs. Underneath my big toe was really, really stiff, and it hurt, and it was swollen on that side of my foot. And so they gave me some medicine for it. They said we're going to treat it like gout, and it might be like that. So I might have to make some changes to my lifestyle, because I don't have a family history. This is kind of odd. They had some blood drawn to see, because the main thing that causes it is uric acid, which kind of builds up in your bloodstream. And they said my uric acid when I went in this morning was normal, but a little bit on the high end. So they said just keep drinking lots of water. And as you guys probably know, I'm a cook, and so what do? We stand and we walk all day, and it was very difficult to do that. So yeah, I got it propped up on a pillow underneath my desk. Feeling a lot better. I was able to stand earlier. Reefer can attest to that. I had to stand up because my backside was hurt. I've been sitting all day because of my foot. And we're just going through it with this build right here. It is working out really well. Damn, man, I've heard that definitely sucks like hell. Yeah, it does. And there's no family history, so it was really weird. So... But I think the doctors were right. You know, I didn't do anything major to my toe. The only thing I did is I had an ingrown toenail, so I trimmed it. And then, like a day later, it started getting all stiff and everything. I'm like, what? From trimming my toenail? You think the doctor did it? No, I don't think the doctor did it. It was already swollen when I went in there. You know, I'm 35 now. I guess it's just all stuff when you get older. I don't know, man. I'd go find out. Reefer Sage using one of our new animated emotes. I mean, they're nothing special, but way to showcase it, Reefer. I was trying to find a way to animate emotes, and then a video popped up on YouTube. They're like, hey, you want to animate some of your emotes? Check out this website. I'm like, what? Completely free. You don't have to make an account. You just upload your photo right on the website. They render it out, and then you can see it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I'm signed up for a service that lets me multi-stream to both Twitch and nice. It's a funny emote. I like it. So I'm signed up with a service that lets me multi-stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time without having to stream to both of them. Like my hardware having to process it. It streams to a site, and the site splits it for me. So I just send up one stream. And the service also included some tools, so I made a panda emote for my wife because she loves pandas. Nothing too extreme there. I'm also working on some badges. And hopefully we can get that rolled out by the end of this week. Got a little badge creator tool in there. I'm expanding. Yeah, we're trying to, man. Thanks to guys like you, Colonel, Reefer. You guys show up like almost every day. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Speaking of health, Colonel, how are you feeling, man? Are you still in the hospital, if you don't mind me asking? Yes, some complications, will not be home for Thanksgiving. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Are they gonna bring Thanksgiving to you? Thanksgiving? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The whole family gathered in the hospital. Hopefully, you can FaceTime the fam at some point. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make a. They will be bringing food. Oh, okay, sounds good. I mean, obviously it'd be better if it was in person, but you know, as long as you get to see the family, have some good food, man. That sounds like a happy Thanksgiving. Just want to stop by, see you tomorrow, bye, get better. All right. Yeah, you take care, Colonel. We should respect 1 point. Okay, we didn't lose too much health off of that. Okay. Yeah, we didn't lose too much health off of that. Now we can put 2 points here. Get that extra void damage, get the extra movement speed. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, let's go ahead. We can get some unique gloves down there. That sounds like a rip-roaring time, so let's keep pushing. What we get here? Prism Wraps. No, we would take another 2 LP Titanheart though. I mean, I think what we got on our Titanheart is fine. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a 3 LP Titanheart, but I think that's asking for too much. Garbo. Oh, I understand. All right. Break on through to the other side here. Yeah, so if you guys are into combos or like fighting games or something like that, this build might actually, you might find enjoyable. You like dash in, you do like some strikes, you got to line up this combo and then you line it up with this combo right here, because this will not only hit them for some damage, but it'll also apply abyssal echoes to them. And now a Racing Strike is a guaranteed hit, guaranteed critical hit, and it does increase damage. Of course, I think we might have... Oh, they have Endurance, that's why. I was like, that didn't seem like a lot of damage. But I find it very interactive. It's also all melee. There's like almost no range in this build, other than the dash and the Void Strike. Let's go over here, grab this, and grab Orbis. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, so I think I'll make a video on this because I kind of came up with this build on my own, though I'm not gonna think that I somehow uniquely came up with this combo set all on my own. There's probably something out there from like a year ago or something like that. But every build kind of has its own unique touch, you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost impossible to get the same exact gear somebody else has. Even my Nova Hammerden, well, I can't call it mine. It was somebody else's build that I followed, but I added my own touch to it. They recommended using, leaning heavily on a certain kind of affix. I leaned on strength a lot. And, I feel like that worked out for that particular build, but all the skill points, all the skills, that's all him, for sure. A little bit of uniqueness and everything. Oh yeah. Get through this. Let's get on down there. But my wife this year requested that we don't do turkey. She's over the turkey. So we bought a ham. LE has the advantage of being adaptable to the playstyle of the individual, one of its good parts. Oh yeah, for sure, Air Dragon, for sure, man. There's one thing I really like about the build. Like, I've told a few people about this game. Like, they'll stop by the streams and be like, well, what's this game about? Or, I've heard of this game. What do you do in it? Blah, blah, blah. And the first thing I'll do is like, so look at these skills. Look at how each skill has its own skill tree. And they're just like, what? They're like, oh, I'm going to check it out. And then I'll follow it up with, and this game is $35 on Steam right now. And they'll be like, oh, bet. It is why it compares to PoE. I'm trying to get my PoE regulars I play with to try it out. Okay, so does so I've played a little bit of Path of Exile. I didn't get deep enough into it to really see what the end game would look like. Is it comparable with the amount of stuff you can do? Because I know, like, on the gear you have like the different slots and how they like line up, and how you can slot like this gem with this gem, and you can create like sort of these sort of skill combos with that, and you got to make sure your gear lines up. And it seemed like it was pretty cool and pretty in depth. At the time, I didn't really have the time to do it, to really dive like that deep into the game. I probably could now. I'm on average playing about 3 hours a night, so I mean, depends. There's people who say you don't really understand Path of Exile until you played 500 hours. It is, but a lot of it is pretty leaned out for every build. I like that though. I like how everybody's build would be unique, even if you're kind of following the same general roadmap. You know, let's say you got to get from this point to this point, and the general roadmap is like, oh, well, you can kind of take this path and you can get there. And everybody else is like, you know what, I'm going to follow that, but at this street, I'm going to hook a right and then get up and get to that point. Spam auras, find a skill you like. Okay. PoE requires a PhD in it to master it. Don't listen to the 500-hour stands. That's just some gatekeeping going on. Okay. I mean, there's definitely probably like some gatekeeping, or there's probably people like me who played it for like a couple hours and they're like, oh, you know, like they almost get anxious at the notion of trying to progress far enough into the game. Like, oh wow, this already looks like it's way too much now. It looks like it's way too much now. When in fact it's probably not. Alright, or Abyss. PoE tree is very intimidating, but once you get used to what you are looking for and what the goal of your build is, it's not terribly hard. Biggest issue is way more RNG than LE has, like way more. I could believe that. LE already has a decent amount of RNG, but I don't think it's overbearing. I do wish they were a little bit more generous with some of the more unique drops. Like, just get a base version of it. Kind of like how I was searching all over the place for a Bastion of Honor just to try it out. Like, they don't have to be like everybody gets an LP2 Bastion of Honor. But if it could be a lot easier to just find a Bastion of Honor, I feel like that would be cool. And then let the LP be the sort of like, okay, well, this is the aspirational part of this unique. I just think UI is mostly poorly done. It did seem a little bit old school, but I wasn't turned off too much by it. I mean, let's take a look. How many hours do I got on Path of Exile? I pumped 8.5 hours into it. I was still in the campaign. I think I was like, I don't know. I don't remember what act I was on, but I mean, it was cool. It got to a point where I wanted to upgrade my gear, but also keep my legendary potential is something I think they should steal from LE. Straight up great idea. It's an amazing idea. I think the main problem I came to in Path of Exile is I wanted to start upgrading my gear, but keep my same skills the way they were. And I was having trouble finding the gear, and I don't know if I had enough mats to like transform the gear to like find what I was looking for. I might have. And I was just like, I mean, I still got it installed. I could boot it up right now. I'm not, but it's still there. Keys. Yeah, I think the legendary potential is a great, amazing system. It still gives you that sort of randomness. These are tricks to make it so you can switch the colors. Just one of the PoE issues with accessibility for new players. One of the tricks. Oh, there are tricks. I thought you were saying these are tricks. I'm like, huh? Keeping your old skills on your new gear. Yeah. It took me a second to realize what you were saying. Yeah, I understand now. Sorry, typing and blasting Ellie. Yeah, no problem, Air Dragon. Thank you for taking the time to chat, man. You know, I'm glad I could be your listening person. PoE is dope as F, but I love LE more, I think. I mean, for sure I love LE more right now, but that's because I also didn't give Path of Exile the time of day. I gave it 8.5 hours, which is not even a drop in the bucket. It's a minuscule drop in the bucket. And I fully recognize that. So I have not like reserved final judgment for the game. Well, I've heard it's a great game with great mechanics, and I'm going to pass that on. I wouldn't mind checking out Path of Exile 2, though. That looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. I guess the main concern there would be, do they dumb the game down so much to allow people to get into it easier? Because I don't know if you want to alienate your core audience by dumbing the game down. Hey, Bike, what up, Infrasonic? How's it going, brother? What's good? What's happening? Oh yeah, so Infrasonic, we made a few changes yesterday, man, and we're cruising. I prefer LE. How's the build evolving? It's evolved great, man. We got a ton of health. I don't think we've died once since we switched to everything. We don't have to stack a boatload of crit because we got a lot of guaranteed crits in the build. And it clears. It's really good for clearing waves of enemies against single target bosses. It does decent. Nice. Yeah. So here's a few of the changes. So Infrasonic, when you came by yesterday, I think I was going dual wielding. I've dropped that completely. I included an Apathy's Maw. We included a Titan Heart. We threw an Omnis on there. We got a Shattered Chains with hybrid health on it. We got a Foot of the Mountain with movement speed. And then I think we kept the same Marines, and we're still rocking the same Code of the Erased Sentinel with 100% void damage. We were able to switch up our idols, which give us a lot more void damage. This one's 55%. This one's 59%. I'm trying to get a better Decayed Skull, but right now I'm number one item on the docket is getting all my Empowered Blessings. And then we push Corruption. But like, we've had no issues. I went and played with Captain P67. He streams here on Twitch. He's a cool guy. If you ever get a chance, check him out. How does the survivability feel? It feels great. It feels absolutely amazing. It feels really great. So I was playing with Captain P67 on a stream earlier today, and he was running Corruption 200. So I jumped in there with them, and like I was able to hang. Like I wasn't dying. I was able to kill stuff just same as him, and he was level 100. And I was like level 87 at the time. He was clearing, I was clearing. None of us were just dying over and over again. It felt nice. It felt really nice. I'd say you got to be careful for the same things that you would on most Sentinel builds. Dot damage is going to really mess you up. So having a reliable way to try and cleanse some of those ailments might help. What level am I now? We're level 89. One nice thing about this build is my helps, especially for streaming. Oh yeah, for sure. They should have a level display button above the skill bar. You know what would be nice is if they had a plugin that I could put onto the stream, and you guys could like click on it. It could take you to a page of like what I got currently equipped, and you can look at it. I think that would be cool. I know there might be some people who don't like that. Yeah, there might be some people who don't like that because they want to like get a build all right before they publish it. But you believe it was hinted? Yeah, I think that'd be cool just to kind of see what people are doing. You know, like I feel like that would improve engagement by some of the devs on Twitch. They better have that in the works. Pretty standard for other streaming ARPGs. I know PoE has one as well as Diablo 4. Yeah, I think it would be a great addition. I think the game is big enough now that it could support that. I mean, I went and looked on Steam charts. This game peaked at 40,000 people at the same time. I mean, it's probably sold close to 100,000 copies, and it's still in early access. And I'm starting to see articles from like the gaming press, like IGN and PC Gamer. Like they're talking about this game coming out, and the main shtick is a new competitor, you know, approaches, a new fighter approaches. Even OSRS has one. I mean, have you seen the plugin for Baldur's Gate 3? It's so sweet. Ellie needs something like that. I have not seen the plugin for Baldur's Gate 3. You know what? I think the thing is, I streamed Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't have much engagement when I streamed that game, and I don't think I had the plugin installed. And so one time I had like one other person watching, and I ran a poll, like, which one should we take? And they're like, I don't see an option to click. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's pretty sweet. Yeah, dude, if they release that plugin, man, I will hook it up as soon as possible. You guys can see what I'm doing. So yeah, so we're running an Omnis, we're running that. Some of our idols, and then the one interesting thing about this build, you may see that I have lunge on my bar here, but I don't have it spec'd. And you might be wondering, well, why is he doing that? Well, I got Abyssal Echoes fully skilled out, level 22 here. And the main reason why I use this is it applies a lot of debuffs to enemies and it chains out and it spreads. It buffs up my attack speed and my damage against them. And it buffs the next cast of Erasing Strike or Void Cleave. Next time I cast those spells, they do more damage. And you might be like, well, why don't you have it on your skill bar? Void Cleave actually has Resonating Cleave. When you hit with Void Cleave, you apply Abyssal Echoes. I just thought that was so sick. So now whenever I hit with Void Cleave, I automatically apply Abyssal Echoes. So I put an unspec'd lunge on my bar. Yeah. I like it. And on top of it, with Void Cleave, I got it set up where I hit with Void Cleave. That means if Void Cleave hits at least one enemy, your next Erasing Strike becomes an automatic critical strike. And Abyssal Echoes increases the damage of my Erasing Strike by 80%, which means I hit with Void Cleave. Erasing Strike now becomes a crit. It applies Abyssal Echoes. I then hit with Erasing Strike. Bam. Big damage. Second Void... is it... Are you talking about from the boots? The pair of boots out there that give you a second Void Cleave charge? Or are you able to take it on the tree? Because I saw that there's a pair of boots out there that gives you... Oh, there it is. Okay, that's not too bad, though. Only I would have to take 3 stacks of that. Armor Shred? No, I think you can take it on the tree somewhere. Okay. Where could I pull from? Because we're going to have to take 3 of this and then 1 of that. Where could I pull from? So we're going to need... We like the cooldown recovery speed, but we're probably not going to need that as much if we have 2 charges. So we can pull 2 points out of there. Probably pull 1 point out of that. So that's 3 points. So we're going to need to pull 1 point from somewhere else. Probably pull 1 point out of there. Or 1 point out of here. I like the critical strike multiplier. That's something I can look into. Because I already I have the one that gives Erasing Strike 2 charges. I'm just wondering if I would have the mana for it. Because every time I cast Void Cleave, it's going to cast Abyssal Echoes, and it's also gonna cost the same amount of mana for Abyssal Echoes. So that could... It could still work, though. It could still work. I'm thinking about it live right now. It could still definitely work. I think I got enough mana to make it work. All right, we got 163. We generate mana with our basic attack. Could make it work. Yeah, but Armor Shred isn't bad. Yeah, you know, for sure. I'm not disagreeing with you. Because I don't think I have any reliable forms of Armor Shred on my build right now. My Apathy's Maw has 1 open slot for its legendary potential, so I've been trying to get like some sort of void or critical strike multiplier on there. Hey, wrecked. Silver Frown. Oh, we're almost to Lagon. Oh, talk about a fun time had by all. Alright, had to stop by, say hello. I'm gonna lurk, just purchase Hogwarts Legacy on Steam sale. So excited. Hey man, you enjoy. I've heard a lot of good things about that game, man. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Take care. Take care, man. Bardiche. And X. Damage over time. Alright, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break, stretch my legs. Be right back. All right, we are back. Had to stretch my legs. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. Use the portal to return home. Alright, look, gone. Oh, we are almost to you. Duck your cheeks. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hashtag don't cancel me. It used to be a classic from the Halo 3 lobbies. Hell, even Halo 2 lobbies. You can't finish up the other part of that sentence. Miss those days? Yeah. Sometimes I gotta catch myself, you know. Oh man, you better duck your cheeks, cause wait, never mind. It'd be like, duck your cheeks. What do you mean by that? OG Xbox Live was pure magic. Yeah, for sure, man. The amount of stuff people would come up with just to trash talk. Yeah, I remember my brother one time was like, "You're worse than trash. You escort trash. You're a trash bag." I was like, okay. Hey, Reefer, how early did you get into Xbox Live? Because I think I still remember the day I signed up for it. I think it was like January 5th, 2005. Signed up as Babbling Bike. And I did that because I bought a copy of a game. I purchased a copy of a game in November called Halo 2. And it came with this little handy dandy card in there that gave me a month of Xbox Live for free. And I remember my mom got us high-speed internet at the end of 2004, and I was able to use it. I think I was like 16. Yeah, I was 16. Good old days, man. Remember when like 2015 rolled around, they're like, congratulations on 10 years of Xbox Live. I'm like, oh god, it's been that long already. Let's do a little bit of snooping. Snooping. Oh. Right. I don't remember the day exactly, but I've been around since the beginning. Yeah, yeah. Okay, since the beginning. Probably early 2004. Yeah. I mean, when did Xbox Live launch? Maybe 2003? 2002. Debuted in 2002 and allowed players to compete against one another over the internet. More than 2 million players subscribed to Xbox Live. November 15th, 2002. But I feel like there wasn't too many games taking advantage of of PvP. I felt like back then it was a lot of like, I don't know, like you can download a map or two. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time reading that. Halo 2 SWAT was awesome. I mean, for like the OG Halo. No. Halo 2 was the first one that had like online PvP, right? Because that's why I signed up for it. I wanted to play Halo 2 online. SOCOM had some in the beginning, but that was PlayStation. I will admit, PlayStation beat Xbox to the point on that. Not Halo. Yeah, Halo 1 was not Xbox Live. It was Halo 2, and I think they were the first ones to have PvP on there, if I'm not mistaken. There might have been another game. But that's why I signed up for Xbox Live back in early 2005 was Halo 2. Now, my brother and I shared my account. At one point, my brother wanted to change the name. Yeah, Halo 2 was like the only one that mattered. Yeah, for sure. My brother wanted to change the name because back then I even had it as Babbling Bike. And he's like, why? We got to share this account. Why does it have to be known as Babbling Bike? I'm like, because I signed up for it first and I'm older. Eventually, he got his own account. Yeah, man, we did a lot of choring to maintain our Xbox Live. Yeah. I think my mom just paid for it because it was something we were doing. Eventually, we got 2 Xboxes, but for the longest time, we had to share one Xbox. So that was kind of weird, but it was really cool when we actually had 2 Xboxes. No, it was when we got an Xbox 360. Was it? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I'm probably butchering this already, but yeah. That moment my brother and I were actually able to play with each other like online. That was a cool moment, man. Like we could be in the same room, we could team up with each other. Like that was cool. Took a while. She says some serious damage. What up, Steve, over on YouTube? How you doing tonight, sir? Yeah, we're cleaving through it. We're level 89. And this is Corruption 105. We're just trying to get all our blessings on all of our empowered monoliths before we push corruption. We've been having a little conversation about the good old days of Xbox Live. I think I recognize that name. Steve, did you recently subscribe to me on YouTube? If that's the same name, if so, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Just picked up the game up. I have a level 21 Necro. Okay, sweet. How you liking the game so far, man? We got Stormtide. Could be good. Yeah, I just sub. I really like it. Definitely better than D4. Yeah. I mean, I hope, I wish the best for D4. If you've looked on my YouTube channel, I did have a few videos up for Diablo 4, but it just, there wasn't a whole lot there. There's just so much you can do in this game right now. So I'm obviously wishing Diablo the best. I hope they can turn it around, because I really feel like the devs kind of shot themselves in the foot with the way they handled the preseason and the beginning of season 1. Yeah, and Necro, I mean, for sure, you're playing it right now. You're probably summoning some minions on there and going, wow, minions actually do something in Last Epoch. I don't know, like, maybe it's better over in Diablo 4 right now, but I mean, that was my reaction when I first played. Necromancer in Last Epoch. Is like, wow, minions actually feel like they do something here. Wild thing is, this hasn't even been officially released yet. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Steve. It's not been officially released yet. All of this content, and it's still preseason. We still got 2 more classes to go, and then they're going to be introducing a whole trade system. LE has the best tacos, man. Yeah, for sure. LE has the best tacos. LE has the best tacos. I like that. LE has the best tacos. Okay, oh, I gotta ask Reefer, what does LE stand for? I doubt you mean Last Epoch, unless they somehow serve tacos. Reefer over on Twitch. Last Epoch just saying fun stuff. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if LE was like, like a local spot in your area named like Lone Enchilada or something. They sell great tacos. A great restaurant name, the Lone Enchilada. I'm still trying to get my head around the crafting system and loot filters, but I'll figure it out. Let me see if I can give you a crash course right now, Steve, if you got the time. So if you haven't figured it out already, when you pick up those shards, you can transfer them all to this unlimited stash right here by clicking transfer crafting items. It'll take up all this. You can view the materials you have. Each item, let's use my pair of gloves for instance, each item is going to have two prefixes and 2 suffixes. You'll eventually get a feel for what's a suffix and what's a prefix. But I've personally used the philosophy that if it's damage or damage oriented, it typically goes on the left side of the item, and if it's defensive rated, it goes on the right side of the item. Like your health, your armor, that sort of thing. Your resistances, you'll typically find it over here. If it's going to be like your more, offensive minded stuff, you're going to find the affixes over on this side of the item. Once you get to monoliths, you're going to start getting these affixes that are drop only, called exalted. They're going to be purple, and there's 2 different tiers of that. So the highest you can craft is a tier 5, as marked by this. But you can find these purple exalted affixes that are tier 6. Those are the ones you're going to want to be looking for when you get a piece of gear that drops, and you're going to want to try and alter the piece of gear to the way you want it. That's just a base overview. I should create a video on my philosophy of crafting at some point. Excuse me, because like even in my tips and tricks video, I just said familiarize yourself with the crafting system. I didn't really point you in any direction. That's my bad. So I should probably try and get on that. And then you got your unique items. These are pretty cool. And later on, you can, if you find any with legendary potential, that just means you can add stuff to it. It's fun lurking and watching the build. Babbling Bike. Gonna get to bed. Hope your foot feels better. Thank you very much, Air Dragon, over on Twitch. I really appreciate it. You take care. You get yourself a lot of rest, man. Peace out. Loot filters. Loot filters are a bit tricky. If you are following a guide, and I'm not saying you should follow a guide, but if you're following a guide, a lot of guides have like a loot filter, like clipboard. You can copy it, and when you create a new loot filter, it'll just paste all of that, and it'll automatically filter everything out for you. But the basic rule of loot filters is whatever's on the bottom gets superseded by the top. So in this particular loot filter, this is very simple. Hide all normal, magic, and rare items. I don't need those unless they have these specific affixes on them. At which point, even if it's normal, magic, or rare, it will be highlighted if it has these affixes. I could probably create a video on that as well. Because it does take a little bit of input, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty good, man. All right, let's carry on. Carry on my wayward son. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I can't hit that note. Goodbye. I love that erasing strike, man. Tap and goodbye. It just gets deleted off the map. Definitely could use a loot filter video. Okay, I'll see if I can get one knocked out for you, man. Because I'm sure you're not the only one who has questions about how it works. I also think the main problem is people have made videos about loot filters and stuff before, but they're all kind of old. Like, you know, over a year old. And so sometimes it's kind of harder to find because YouTube is going to be recommending newer videos to you. I wouldn't even know where to begin, so yeah, I'll see if I can take care of you on that one, Steve. Oh, another pair of gloves. Oh, we can go fight Lagon. Oh, this is going to be fun. So this is a campaign boss you'll probably encounter at some point. He really makes people tear their hair out once you get the hang of him, though. Sweet, you'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, Steve, over on YouTube, if you don't mind me asking, what's your favorite skill on the Necromancer so far? I know you haven't unlocked them all, but like, are you really going for that minion summoning thing? Like, do you want to be a commander of the undead? Just have a whole veritable army in front of you? Think. Ooh. We got them. Okay, so what do we got? Lightning resistance, freeze rate. Guess we could take lightning resistance. Steve over on YouTube, I think I'm using that same build you were talking about with the Hulkbone Golem. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a great build for sure, man. That build really clears once you get some of the stuff. It's a great build. 100% recommend. I had a great time with it. We got Illuvion. No, thank you. It's Fall of the Empire. Let's go. Alright, let's grab this. Okay, we gotta go down here. We gotta go all the way back over here. Bootylicious in game. Is anyone farming for rains? Oh, that is hilarious. Yes, I am the mighty warrior, Bootylicious. All right. That guy got a race. Okay, let's... How fast can we take this dude out? And gone. Say goodbye. Okay. What do we got right now? We got Mark of Death, chance to slow. Enemies have endurance. Okay. I don't think this one will be too bad. Let's go ahead and knock it out. Let's go. It's another arena. We're almost there. Dead. Back some of our mana. Alright. I don't think we hit anything with that Void Cleave. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, let's see. Okay, they're all hidden. It must mean they're all garbage. Trash. Break it down. Break it down. Okay. Let's grab this. Reveal more of the area. Oh, yeah, we're level 89. Oh, okay. To an 80% increase physical. No, we want void. Last laugh. I take it just because it's got some LP on it. It could be fun. We can do a deep dive on it. Should you use this item last laugh? Well, let's see. The answer is no. finding a lot of Druid Exalteds. Maybe not a lot. I'm finding a decent amount. I feel like the game's trying to tell me something. You need to go back and play your Druid. Go back and play that Druid. Hey. Give me my shots. Okay, so strength, melee, physical. This is a two-handed that only does plus 40 melee damage? What? It's to instantly kill enemies that are left below 20% health by a melee attack. 5% melee critical strike chance if you have less than 100 dodge. I don't know. That does not really sound like a unique I would want to use. I don't know, maybe it's godly, but plus 40? Plus 40 damage? I mean, this was giving us 101. Drops gold. I want to get paid. Void enemies deal more void damage. We don't have the highest void. Well, we're at cap. Okay, what if we go down here and we grab all this stuff, work our way towards the idols? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. Had to double check something. Excuse me. Man, we are just cleaving through these enemies like they are butter, dude. It's nutty. I'm telling you, man. I've been telling people I want to play Paladin when the game fully releases, but Void Knight's making it really difficult, man. Oh, Void Knight is making it hard. All the combos we can pull off with this. Oh, bro. Oh, whoops. We did not mean to do that. Yeah. All these combos, man, they're making it hard, dude. Oh, I almost accidentally went through it. Let's do that again. Okay, yeah, we wanted to grab these idols. Alright, let's go. Also, I feel like they've addressed the memory leak. That was one of my main concerns in the game. Because the past like week or two, I haven't had to restart my game at all. That was one of the biggest cons I had for the game, was the memory leak. I've been streaming it just fine, no issues. No restarts required past couple weeks, so I think they might have gotten it. I appreciate that because, man, dude, the game would get choppy. Okay, let's take out a couple more echoes. You haven't had any trouble with having a restart? Yeah, that's good, Steve. Because that's something I certainly was struggling with. The game would have a memory leak. I don't know if you know what a memory leak is, but basically it would just keep using more and more memory, and eventually it'd be using almost all the system RAM in your system, and so then it would start to get choppy and eventually it would crash. For me, I would restart it long before it even got to a crash because it would already be looking choppy and everything on my screen. I haven't had to do that recently, so I think they've addressed it. That was like, I actually made a video with stuff that I'd like to see changed in Last Epoch, and the memory leak was one of them. And I think they did it. Goody. Excuse me. Oh, also one thing that Last Epoch has that Diablo 4 doesn't, an overlay of the map. You don't have to stop and keep opening the map. You just press tab. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it right there. We've been streaming for just about 3 hours now. Thank you for everybody who made it out today. Reefer, it was good to see you again over on Twitch. Air Dragon, good to see you over on Twitch. Infrasonic, good to see you on Twitch. Colonel, hope everything works out for you in the hospital. Steve, over here on YouTube, man. Not exactly to go night-night, but I do want to get up and kind of walk around and stretch and everything, Reefer, so, just... I'm not gonna go night-night just yet, but I'm gonna shut her down. Steve, again, thank you so much for coming out here on YouTube. I appreciate it. You know, I wanted to give access to myself in more places, and I'm glad you're taking advantage of that. Wait, we are gonna raid somebody. let's see. Have a good night, brother. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can find somebody who is currently streaming Last Epoch right now. This guy seemed like a cool guy last time. Alright. Catch you later, Steve. Sorry, I don't really know anybody on YouTube, so I can't really send you somewhere else, unfortunately. One day we'll get that set up so I can raid on both YouTube and Twitch. And wait, you guys have yourselves a good one. If you're over here on Twitch, I'm going to send you towards Dope Shot. Anyway, you guys have yourselves a good one. You take care. Cheers.